2007 Splinter is insufferable, and he might have very quickly become one of my most hated characters in this franchise right alongside 2012 Irma. He is such an awful representation of this character. In the film, Leo had just come back from an overstayed year-long training by himself to become a better leader, but it evidently didn't work particularly well as he immediately falls back into barking orders and arguing with Raphael especially. Leo's training is described as a year-long training pilgrimage around the world and that he's the only one ready for it. The other turtles initially congratulate Leo and are excited for him, but Raphael is clearly upset by this decision, which Leo reads as jealousy as opposed to Raph feeling abandoned. Splinter doesn't really notice or care about these concerns and just sends Leo away to improve himself. Even if Leo learned all of the lessons and training he was supposed to learn while out on this pilgrimage, him being away from his family for over a year while they are clearly falling apart without him and Splinter continues to act like everything is fine is just absolutely infuriating. The conversation Raph and Splinter have after Leo's kidnapped by the Stone Generals really emphasizes just how far Splinter's favoritism goes. Sure, he says to Raph,
"At times, you may not be my favorite student. It does not mean that you are my least favorite son."
But then pretty immediately follows it up by saying he has the great makings of a leader,
"But only when tempered with compassion and humility."
I'm sorry, I wouldn't exactly describe Leo as compassionate nor humble in this movie.
You're impatient and hot-tempered, and more importantly, I'm better than you.
Also, the fivefold path that Leo is supposed to embrace on his pilgrimage includes courage, compassion, selflessness, humility, and community. Most of which it feels like he immediately forgot as soon as he got home, so what was the point of sending him away for an entire year, Splinter? The final and honestly most infuriating thing that I learned about 2007 Splinter from reading these prequel comics is that he apparently drilled into his sons that they must not interfere with the world of men, for some reason. Like, I kind of get the whole ninja aspect of them needing to stay hidden, but when both Raph and Mikey try to do the right thing and help people in danger, they're scolded by Splinter as if it's the worst thing they could have possibly done. Not to mention in 2007, both Hamato Yoshi and the Shredder are confirmed as part of the Turtles' past, so this insistence of staying out of the world of man makes no sense. Especially when we look at the Leonardo prequel comic where he literally goes from place to place directly interfering with the world of man to help him better understand the principles he needs to, which of course ties back to the blatant favoritism Splinter shows towards Leo. Plus, Splinter is somehow okay with Mikey going off into the human world as Cowabunga Carl, but only if he doesn't help people in need. It's absurd. There's also this moment in the Michelangelo issue where after Splinter scolds Mikey and Donnie for fighting off criminals, he ends by saying, "I was so looking forward to a piece of birthday cake." Bitch! What happened to not engaging with the surface world? You can't have your cake and eat it too. In conclusion,